Alright, so welcome to Review Time with Tim. Today I am bringing you my review on a 30-inch cut Bilt snowblower that I have deemed Snowzilla. Okay, I will have a little bit of footage for you. We just got some really heavy wet snow today, about 2 to 3 inches worth, and but it's that heavy wet stuff that everyone seems to always have the problems or the issues with, and not for Snowzilla, as I like to say, because she cut right through it like butter on a hot summer day. Alright, so let's get into today's review. So this is my 30-inch cut Bilt snowblower that I have deemed Snowzilla. I'm about to go through the ins and outs and the good things and the bad things that I experienced with this snowblower. So to start out with, we have the really simple, this is the speed drive. So when you put it in, you'll either go in reverse as the R1, R2, F1, F2, all the way up to F6. Most of the time, I snowblow in F2 or F3, and that is plenty fast. Over here on this control, which I will demonstrate, is the snow chute. And as we can see here, it gives you a nice good angle up and down. That I found to be very, very helpful. If we go down here, we have the spindle, which then turns the chute from side to side, as we can see there. Came with a couple extra shear pins. I did not break any shear pins this winter, so that was really nice. This button right here, that is the heated grips button. So these grips right here, okay, they're heated. And you might not think you want these, but let me tell you, when it is negative 10 degrees outside, these grips are super handy. They heat right through your glove, and even at times I actually had to take my gloves off, and I was snowblowing without gloves on because they heat up really, really well. This trigger here, this is the Auger Trigger, which then starts the spinning of the augers. And this is the drive trigger to go forward or reverse. Alright, we're going to walk around here. We have our choke. So when we're going to get it started up, click that over. We've got a key. Right now the key's out. Push the key in. Get your primer. And then down here, alright, you have your speed. Okay. We have there's two options for this. You can either do a pull start or you can do an electric start. And I only used the pull start all winter long. Even when it was negative 10 outside, 2 pulls, this thing started right on up. Got a gas tank. Alright, here is the electric start that I have never used. Haven't used it. Some point I probably will. When the machine gets a little older, that'll definitely come in handy. Now, one thing that I did have an issue with this winter was under here is the belt drive, and it actually slipped off the pulley system. And at first I didn't know what was wrong with it, and I checked this, I checked that, I had to go on YouTube, and I had to check on a couple other things. You know, I checked the cords, I checked this, I checked the drive plate, and all these things. And then in here, there's a belt, and it slipped off the pulley system. And after looking at it and investigating it, there's really no clamp or anything to really help keep that belt in place. It seems kind of loose. How it popped off, I have no clue. I used it, parked it like I always do, and then the next day we got a snowstorm. I came out to use it. It wouldn't drive forward, and I was like, what's going on? And I was like freaking out because, you know, this is a pretty expensive piece of equipment here, and I didn't want to have to try to get it repaired, so because it's so brand new. Now, we got the inside. We just had a snowstorm a couple days ago, but now we've gotten warm weather again. So that's the inside there. Now, interesting little story about this area right in through here. Okay, so this is actually the second model that I bought. The first model I bought was a lemon. I had called the Troy Bilt customer service hotline, and they told me to just return it to the store. I returned it to the store, and they promptly ordered me a new one, and I got a new one. So the second one here is much better. But in the first one that I bought, if you look down in through here, there's the spark plug in there and stuff like that. But there must have been a bad seal or a bad gasket. And after about running for about 5 or 10 minutes, oil was leaking all in through here. I had oil coming out the pipe here and all that stuff. I checked the oil level on it. The oil level was fine. So my conclusion with it was that there must have been some kind of bad seal, or maybe there was a crack somewhere in something. And so that was not very good on the first one. But this one, round 2, this machine has been pretty good other than that drive belt issue. And one thing I happened to notice halfway through the winter was that this light bulb right here burned out. Okay, now, which I don't really care for, the fact that there's no way that I know of to shut this light bulb off during the day. It runs all the time. When the machine's running, the light bulb is on. And I think that's a really bad feature. Should have some kind of light switch. I don't need the light on in the daytime. Now, if you look here, if you're wondering what these are, I had bought a snow cap for wind, and that was super, super nice to have. Okay, but I took it off when the belt slipped from down there to investigate because I wasn't sure what I was going to have to do with it. My discovery is that when it is dark out, this light would shine off the plastic piece, causing a reflection when the snow chute was in this position. The glare, you couldn't see more than 3 feet in front of you. So a lot of times I had to do this so really bad feature, not being able to shut that light off. Unless for some reason there's something I missed on this machine. And last but not least, these little guys right here. Okay, you can hear that. That's clicking on the drive plate underneath the snowblower. These are helpful, but not helpful. When there's not a lot of snow on the ground and you hit that trigger, pow, it'll block the wheel in, and the wheel makes you turn the snowblower a little bit easier. Sometimes they work really well. Sometimes they don't work all that great. So that's just my experience. So on a 1 to 10 scale, okay, 10 meaning the best, and obviously 0 meaning this is a complete dud, I am going to give this Troy Bilt 30-inch snowblower a 7 out of 10. And the reason for the 7 out of 10 is this light bulb issue, the drive belt issue, okay, and the fact that there's no light switch that I know of on this machine to shut the light off. And that is really annoying if you have one of those snow caps. But as for this machine, it cuts through all the snow. Any kind of snow. Wet snow, fluffy snow, deep snow, end of the driveway snow, where everyone always seems to have the biggest problem. So there you have it, folks. 7 out of 10 on this Bilt 30-inch Snowzilla snowblower. Take it easy, everybody.